Hi everyone, DJ Lyte here. Welcome to Minecraft gameplay part 227. Over the last part of Minecraft gameplay, I had talked about was celebrating 3 years of celebrating 3 years of the Minecraft gameplay series and talking about my DJ Lyte world. If y'all didn't see that video, make sure to check that part before this one. But today's video of Minecraft gameplay is saying goodbye to my DJ Lyte world and saying hello to DJ Lyte City. That's right, everyone. This will be the last time y'all be seeing DJ Lyte World. I know there has been a lot of things I pretty much did for that world, by the way. Especially like most of all animals, animal houses, pretty much just like everything. Just basically everything for that world. Pretty much showing my house, pretty much showing y'all the animals, the garden. Well, not most of the garden, a lot, by the way, but mostly the garden house, then basically everything, by the way. We just had so many builds in that world, by the way. It was like so many years I have pretty much been doing this series for like a very long time. Like, pretty much just Minecraft gameplay has officially turned 4 years later, by the way. Also, did I just say celebrate 3 years later? Sorry, 4 years later. It's 4 years later, not 3 years later. Minecraft gameplay hasn't really just like turned 3 years later. It turned 3 years later last year, but not this year. It just turned 4 years this year. I'm sorry. So pretty much is that it's really time to say goodbye to my world. Now, if y'all want to know how long I had this world, by the way, I had this world since like 2019, but I didn't start doing the building since like 2020 because most of all, the build itself basically was like in COVID time, by the way. So it didn't really start in that year of 2019 because it was just a survival world. But now since it became about like literally my world, which was pretty much cool. But ever since we went to the end portal, I can't even find my like location to like to where I'm at. I pretty much just lost it. So now I'm basically have a new world that's basically that is here for 2025 and be a part of the main world of pretty much DJ Lyte World. So let's go ahead and pretty much see the world just one more time before we go into DJ Lyte City, which is right here. Yes, it's kind of sad for me because most of all, this world itself has been here with me ever since late that year of like 2019. And you know what's crazy about that, by the way, is that this world itself is not because it's like basically from like overall like yeah, it is 6 years later. I was gonna say that it's gonna be like 6 years later now, but like this world, it's just so much I done for this world, especially like the tree houses as well. Like the tree houses I had as well, the cookie restaurant, Kyle, Ava, just basically like all the animals I have from over like literally like the past like years, especially the ones from over last year of 2024. It is kind of sad to pretty much like see this world be gone and never be pretty much see it again. Well, not really gonna be deleting this world if y'all think about it. No, I ain't deleting this world. It just this world gonna be kept as a memory. By the way, it really is gonna be kept as a memory. But DJ Lyte World, I wanted to say this. Thank you for everything for the past 4 years of the Minecraft gameplay series. You are a real OG and a real OG world, and I appreciate it. By the way. I don't know if we ever gonna come back to this world, by the way. I have not entirely sure. But if we do, I hope it will be soon enough around maybe next year, 2026, or maybe a year later, the future of Minecraft gameplay. Thank you for everything. But now, it is time to go to DJ Lyte City. Oh, this feels like a whole entire, like a new chapter too, for saying this. Oh my gosh. I am very excited to show y'all this world. I've been working on this world for like a while now, by the way. And if you want to know, I'm bringing some builds back, by the way. It's not basically gonna be like some builds that I really haven't like. Well, sorry, it ain't gonna be like new builds I'll be pretty much doing for like DJ Lyte City. It actually gonna be some builds I'm pretty much bringing back. So y'all probably gonna be seeing while this is loading up, by the way. But I know there's a lot of builds that we had in DJ Lyte World, a lot. So that's what I'm trying to do. And best of all, there will be new animals as well that I haven't really like, had animals like, pretty much had like animals before. So I could pretty much say the animals I didn't have before is pretty much just like a mushroom cow, an ocelot, and there's someone else. I know we just had a fox and a turtle last year, by the way, so it was very interesting. But here we are, DJ Lyte City. Wow, this feels just a whole new world, by the way. Also, hello, Water and Traver. So yeah, this is the new world of DJ Lyte City, by the way, or should I say DJ Lyte World? You could say this is like DJ Lyte World 2, by the way, and it pretty much kind of is, by the way. So what I have been doing in this world, well, that's what I'm pretty much be showing y'all right now. So pretty much is, this is my house. This is literally the house I'll begin of every Minecraft gameplay and pretty much in like any intros. So that will be pretty much cool to see. So if we go inside my house now, if y'all want to know, my house was very like really big, by the way, but it was also kind of like a little bit messed up because it used to have like burst planks mostly like to the sides. But now you can see it's a little bit more different now, by the way. So if we go inside, this is what the house looks like. And I'll tell you what, this looks very good. This looks actually really good. I think the only thing I'm missing is pretty much the fence and pretty much the paintings. But I'm telling you what, this is really a good house, by the way. And also, if y'all want to know, the chairs actually represent pretty much like literally one I have in my living room, by the way. So which is like pretty much cool because we have like a I think we have like what, 2 big chairs, by the way. 2 big couches and pretty much a one small armchair. So which is pretty much nice. And we also have like a pretty much like egg edition right beside it too, by the way. So which is pretty much cool. And then yes, the TV as well. The TV doesn't represent anything like literally in my house, by the way. It's just basically the TV I just made. So which is pretty much cool. Then for the kitchen, I wish we could do like another room for like for the kitchen, but since it all we don't have a since the build I have for like the tree house, which I'll be showing y'all in a minute, and pretty much like literally in that side of the right, so I just kept it the way it is, by the way. But this is what the kitchen looked like, so can't wait to be more addition of it very soon enough. But let's go to my room and see what it looks like, and this is what my room looks like. Now hold on, there is a new animal. Yes, there is a new animal. It's a pig, but y'all may be thinking it's probably Brandon. Now, I would say it's Brandon, by the way, but pretty much this is a pig I pretty much found literally while I was pretty much doing some builds, by the way. So pretty much this is a she, actually. I haven't gave her a name yet, but I'm pretty much sure that she'll be shown very soon enough when she have her own house soon enough. So she will probably be like soon enough later in the Minecraft gameplay this year, 2025, for DJ Lyte City, so which is pretty much cool. Then we have is pretty much like a what's it called, not a dresser, the one you have beside your lamp, by the way. I literally forgot what it's called. But most of all, I was gonna put like a light right here, by the way, a lantern, and like turn it off and go to sleep. But yeah, I'll pretty much just keep it like that, by the way. So which is cool. And then we pretty much have is the clock, which is the first time ever you guys seen me have a clock in my room, by the way. Literally like in my house, by the way. So which is like interesting. So this is the first ever clock that ever been in a house. So which is cool. Even though I don't know why I'm saying something like that, because most of we do have clocks everywhere in the house, by the way. Well, not mostly everywhere in my house, but like both the ones that pretty much like in the living room and pretty much just everywhere. I'm just not gonna give like much details most of like the house, by the way. I'm just gonna give a detail about basically just literally the living room. But then we have pretty much some old items, by the way. I have nothing in this shed, by the way. But we do have the crafting table, the furnace, and the anvil. Just giving a reference of my old house, by the way. So if y'all want to think about that, by the way, that's pretty what it is. So which is cool. Now, let's go ahead and head to the no, actually, home. Before we head to the treehouse, I want to show y'all upstairs. Now, if anyone doesn't remember, my upstairs actually was a little bit more different, by the way. But it kind of feels like bringing back like the OG world, by the way, and this is what it pretty much looks like. So yeah, it do have blue concrete with the flower pot, especially with the poppies. So which is cool to see. Especially all they did have the 3 beds as well, by the way, where I checked back from over like the Minecraft gameplay parts from over the upstairs tour. So that is cool to see, by the way. Glad to see that back. Now we can pretty much head downstairs and pretty much show y'all the treehouse. Now, if the treehouse looks a little bit more different. Technically no, but it does say DJ Lyte Treehouse, so that's pretty much cool to see this build back, by the way. Now, I don't know if the build is pretty much the same from over when I built DJ Lyte Treehouse back around 2022, because it has been a long time since y'all have ever see that world, by the way. And yes, I forgot to mention about Pete. Yes, Pete is really back as well, by the way. He's gonna be the he's really gonna be the main animal of the parks with me, by the way. So which is cool. So here is inside of the treehouse. If I remember correctly, I remember that we did have most like items like this, like the enchanted table, the furnace, the crafting table. I think the beds were light blue, if I correctly remember, from 2022. The anvil, the jukebox, or should I say the note box, the chest, and pretty much the jukebox, which is pretty much cool. It feels so nostalgic, by the way. Well, even though the world itself is pretty much like 6 years later, as I said before. But it feels so nostalgic that how many times that I pretty much done for my world, by the way. Especially like doing this again, by the way, makes me feel happy. It really does. So it's good to see that. Alright, next one I want to show y'all is pretty much the up here, by the way, which y'all pretty much do remember. I remember this literally back around like, what was it? Was it 2021 or 2022? I think this was 2022. Now, if anyone doesn't remember, this is supposed to be literally the rooftop tour, by the way. What we had was pretty much just foods and pretty much just water, or should I say drinks, but it's back. It is back from like late 2022, by the way. It's back from late that year of 2022 to here in 2025. I know y'all have not seen this mostly in a very, very, very long time, by the way. And bringing this back, feel very happy for me. Really happy. Well, not really say really happy, but just happy. I'm just glad seeing this. I'm really just glad seeing this. Just basically so much I pretty much like did for doing this, by the way. It's pretty much good, by the way. So glad to see that. And also, this is where the tree house was gonna be at too, by the way. But I wouldn't put the tree house pretty much just like separate and not on top of my house, by the way, because most of all, I didn't want a tree house lay on top of my house. But still, it's glad to see that back, by the way. Alright, next up, we're gonna show us the backyard, and the backyard itself is kind of very interesting, by the way. This is the first time I'm gonna have a backyard in this, by the way. So if y'all wanna know, I've pretty much been doing some gardening, and pretty much we have is some very, very interesting seeds. Now, these are pretty much the seeds. I put mostly signs of which seeds they are. So pretty much we have the seeds right here, by the way. It was very lovely gardening, by the way. Took a little bit care of them, by the way. So good to see that. Then we have is the pumpkin seeds, which is the first time ever. And y'all pretty much the first time I've ever seen this too. I'm pretty much using pumpkin seeds for this one, by the way. I mean, this looks very great, by the way. This looks really lovely. Then we have is the first ever seeds we ever use it as well, known as the beetroot seeds. And you can see all the beetroots look very good, so it looks very nice. Now, would there be another seeds, pretty much, like another seeds pretty much on here? Technically, no, but I might probably maybe think about it. I mean, I don't really need that much like gardening for like lay in the backyard, by the way, but I think this is probably the final way is, by the way. So it's good to see. Alright, next one we have is pretty much the gardening tool house, which looks a little bit more different, by the way. It looks a little bit different, with bringing back the armor stand from over that world of DJ Lyte world. So it's good to see that again, by the way, bringing back the nostalgia from that world of 2022. Then we have is pretty much different type of hose, like pretty much like wooden hose and pretty much diamond hose. Now it does look a little bit different. It does look a bit different because most of all, the garden tool house wasn't really big, by the way. It was actually really small. So pretty much just seeing this is kind of very interesting, by the way. And also, yes, the paint is kind of a little bit creep me out a little bit, especially like the villager one, because most of all, this one right here is just like, where did this even come from? I just love how Minecraft just makes any random photo, or sorry, any random painting from literally anything, by the way. I mean, now we have as a villager painting, by the way, which is very like cool, but it's also kind of like disturbing at the same time just to look at it, by the way. I don't think it's the nose. I just think it's like the whole entire thing. So which is interesting. And then we have is the picture with the the painting with the creeper, and basically a painting with the poppy, which is pretty much new. So if you look in the chest, we got wooden hose to pretty much use for the garden, especially the diamond hose. So if you think you can pretty much start being like a whole entire noob of using wooden hose, or you could become a pro of using diamond hose. Well, it doesn't really matter what hose you pretty much use, by the way. It's just that just basically use the one that's pretty much perfect for you, so, which is pretty much great. Alright, so now we got rid of that. Let's go ahead and pretty much show the campfire, which is pretty much right here. Now, if you doesn't know, we did have like a campfire base over around not too long ago. I think it was pretty much just pretty much like last year, and pretty much is this is what it looks like now actually. So if y'all want to know, I think we just had like I think it's something similar to like this, by the way. And it looks pretty much nice. I did a very fantastic job doing it, by the way. This feels like a whole time like campfire in the backyard, by the way. The only thing we're missing is pretty much just like, you know, mostly the no, we ain't missing nothing. Sorry, I was literally thinking about that one build I had in the house with Rose and Dar's house, by the way. So, which is interesting to talk about. But still, it's good to see this back. Good to see this back because it's been like a year since I've pretty much seen this. So, well, not really a year since I've seen most of the campfire stuff, but it's good to see when I pretty much built it in that year, 2024. All right, next one it is Kyle's house. I know everyone was expecting Kyle's house to pretty much return, by the way, but his house is pretty much back, and pretty much is. I know it doesn't look like Kyle's house before from over like 2022. But it's a little bit different. I know it's not that much in here right now because I forgot to work on it mostly down here. But there he is, Kyle. Welcome back, the OG dog. Really the first ever dog in the DJ Lyte world. Then we have pretty much the upstairs, which is pretty much his attic, by the way. And I made his attic a little bit more interesting. Then we got it's pretty much the terrifying music, which I do not like in this game. It's pretty much the music at 11. Yeah, this is really scary. Alright, nope. I do not. Okay, I know I remember the music did from 11, but I do not want to hear an old man coughing. Okay, look. Look, I don't know whoever's in that music desk, by the way, doing that, by the way, but please do not. Why you had to? Like, first of all, why is that even a music desk? Come on now. Like, who plays a creepy music desk? Like, this ain't Hotel Transylvania or in a haunted house either. By the way, well, I'm not saying Hotel Transylvania really doing that. I'm just pretty much as a saying. But like, who plays that? And literally, like, I never even played that before. By the way, this is my first time ever playing that. By the way. Live my first time. Well, I mean, I have heard this, but like not the full thing. But like the old man coughing, no, just no. All right, the next one we have is pretty much the pool house, which everyone expected this to come back. By the way, one of the most old Minecraft builds we have in around 2022. It is pretty much good to see this world actually. It's very interesting because most of all we do have is pretty much the food and pretty much the water, which is bringing back from literally from 2022, so that's pretty much good to see. I know this build don't really get talked about a lot because this is one of those builds that's pretty is like 3 years later, by the way. But it is good to see pretty the this whole type build again, by the way, especially the pool as well, by the way, because the pool looks very nice. So that's good to see this build back. And now we have is one more thing pretty much to show, and that is pretty much the mine house, which everyone was expecting this build to come back. This is one of the most oops, wait, where did P go? Okay, there we go. This is one of the most old builds from 2022. I know we don't have the mine cave back, by the way, but I'm pretty much working on that. I'm really working on that pretty much after the video, by the way. I'm really working on that. So what we have is pretty much the lapis. We have is the coal, which I think is the first time we ever used coal on here, by the way. So which is cool. Iron, gold, diamond, and redstone. Now, what about emeralds? Now, the emeralds is really that I don't know if you really get emerald from basically. No, yeah, you get emerald from basically like train stuff, by the way, from the villagers. But I don't think you can find them in caves. But still, it's good to see this build back, by the way. This is one of those builds that I pretty do remember from back in 2022, and it's pretty much good to see it, by the way. So which is great. But welcome back, my house in 2025. And also, yes, there is some little bit builds that I pretty much do need to start after this video as well, because I brought the Ender Portal back from Lee over around 2023, and pretty much the build I'm working on, which is pretty much for Rex actually, because I'm bringing back mostly the animals back the best I can. Basically with Rex, Roy, Ava, Ryder, just basically all of them, especially Mr. Fur as well. So I can't wait to pretty much bring every single animal back over this new world of DJ Lyte City. But yeah, but what everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and end off right here. This has been a long video to pretty much basically talk about DJ Lyte World, going to the new DJ Lyte World, known as DJ Lyte City, showing y'all my house, basically the tree house, the garden, or sorry, the backyard, the garden 2 house, Kyle, the pool party, mine house, just basically everything for today, by the way. So hopefully soon enough this world will get expanded more the best I can, by the way, because this is going to take some time. This is really going to take the time. It's not going to really be easy, but y'all probably be seeing this world probably a lot more pretty much soon enough around later this year, 2025, so which is pretty much great. But I will see y'all in the next video. Oh, before I end this video, by the way, I forgot to mention, I did hit 800 subscribers. Yes, I really did hit 800 subscribers. We are at 802 subscribers right now, and pretty much soon enough, I might celebrate it over the next Minecraft gameplay. Just keeping it a little bit secret right there. I might celebrate it for over the next part of Minecraft gameplay. So that might actually happen. So y'all might have to stay tuned for the Minecraft gameplay series to see it around 2025, or pretty much for next week of 2025. But as I say again, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.